Giving me an up-close and personal view. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the JoAnne Powell Show. I am JoAnne. We are coming to you from the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM Hollywood. We are talking healthcare. Many of you know that the GOP's plan, in terms of their healthcare plan, did not make it through the House. They basically pulled the bill before it actually went to a vote because there were not enough votes to support the legislation. So it's back to the drawing board for the Republican Party. There's, of course, a lot of blame going back and forth, but the bottom line is right now, people who are on the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare will still stay on that plan until further notice. I know there are those who are interested in coming up with a plan still, because Obamacare has some good points, but there are parts of it that need to be fixed. So we are talking now with Dr. Melvin Lightford. He is an internist in internal medicine, and he works with the Metro Center Healthcare Group out of Nashville, Tennessee. So welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
And that's one of where we are now. Is the plan that was proposed did not make it. We are currently, those who have the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare, they still have their insurance. Someone that works, as a physician and you have patients that you see daily, what are the things that you see that are needed to be tweaked or fixed regarding the Affordable Care Act as you see it?
Well, first, just keep in mind that the reason why the bill didn't pass, the reality is that there was a group of about 30 or so of Republicans who felt that the bill as it was actually too generous. Mm-hmm. As bad as it was, there was people who felt that was even too generous, mm-hmm. and that it supposedly took more of a toll on the economy. So I suspect it'll come out. Quite frankly, the problem or the challenge with the Obamacare has to do with the pre-existing conditions. Mm-hmm. If you have a pre-existing condition, it's sort of human behavior to wait until you just have to do so in order where you're sick, and you must have it in order to get insurance. Mm-hmm. And so with in order to take care of people with pre-existing conditions, there has to be some way to ensure an amount of money that's in the system. And the problem with Obamacare is that not enough healthy people were signing up for the plan. There is a penalty, but the penalty is not very much, and people by and large are irresponsible. And I personally feel that it would need to be some type of withdrawal of the funds from the payroll in order to sustain it. That's the way it is done in some other countries, namely Germany. Okay. But the tweaks should be getting healthier people into the mix. That would decrease some of the cost also. Right now, some of the plans, as you know, the cost or the premium costs have gone up dramatically from the beginning. And again, that is as a result of sort of what we call selection. Many people who were sick, all the sick people joined it, and mm-hmm. the people who were not sick did not join it. So correct. We have to come up with a better way of getting more people involved. You mentioned Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders, at the end of the day, is and the National Nurses Association are advocating for what is called a single payer system.
Yes.
Otherwise known as Medicare for everybody.
Right.
I'm of that opinion that would be the way that it could work. That would be it definitely would be disruption because right now we look at in healthcare in this country as a like we call it the healthcare market, in that it's a business, it's an industry. Other countries look at it more as a utility, and so that so that similar to here in Tennessee, we have the TVA, we have Nashville Power, Nashville Gas, that provides these services, but it's not a company with profit motive in it. And so that would be, to change to that type of system would be less costly to the consumers and less costly to everyone. So that's something that your listeners will be hearing quite a bit in the future. That is a single payer system.
And I'm sure that you would probably welcome those on Capitol Hill to to partner with those in the medical community to come up with a plan that probably would be best for as many as possible, because you can't make everybody happy. You're not going to make the insurance companies happy, the drug companies happy, the physicians, patients and nurses, hospitals. But there's got to be a balance, because like you said, there are other countries that have successfully been able to do this.
Well, Obamacare or the Affordable Health Care Act attempted to do that. It attempted to satisfy the insurance companies by saying, look, we're going to subsidize premiums for millions of people, and that will be just more business for you. And the insurance companies did get it and got quite a bit of money, but when they found that they couldn't make as much money as they thought, some of them were pulling out of particular areas.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that has a lot to do with how to get healthier people into the market.
Is it primarily because people who are healthy don't feel they need insurance because they're good?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's great. Young people, if you, for instance, if you, again, if you don't have health care through your employer, you're going to spend $200, $300 a month, or as a healthier person, and even more if you have some illnesses or older. And a young person is just not going to spend that money voluntarily, and especially take it and write a check for that. Now, if it was taken out of their check or before they saw it, like a payroll, then I think that they may do it more often.
Maybe even some type of tax benefit as a result of paying into that plan before taxes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it just, we have to look at the whole system. The other thing, major thing, is Medicaid expansion. One of the reasons why some of the insurers are pulling out of the Tennessee market and not pulling out the Kentucky market is that Kentucky accepted the Medicaid expansion.
Okay.
So that some of those patients who were fairly sick were able to get on to Medicaid, whereas in Tennessee they were not able to get on to Medicaid, and so they were forced to join the exchange, and so they actually cost more in the state of Tennessee. So some of the insurers were pulling out.
Interesting. Well, we have run out of time once again. There's definitely more discussion to come because this issue is not going away, and we are hoping that the powers that be will come up with a plan that can get passed through the legislature, meaning improving on what we have now or making changes so that we have something in place that benefits people without putting too much pressure financially on our nation. But it's something that we have to do. It's something that people need, healthcare, if they're going to be thriving people in a society. Once again, thank you, Dr. Lightford, for joining me. And just to plug out, you are with the Metro Center Healthcare Group in Nashville, Tennessee. All right. You can find you on the internet. Do you have a website or a number you would like to tell people?
Yeah, we have a website as well as a Facebook.
Okay.
So the Metro Center Healthcare Group. Google or Bing that, and it should pop up.
Okay. Thank you once again, and we will have you come back on another time.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We'll be right back. You're watching The JoAnne Powell Show.
If you are an adult that began college and has not finished your college degree, let me put it to you straight. If your lifestyle and your standard of living is not becoming to you, then you should be coming to us, Oakwood University Elite Program. We are the fast, flexible adult degree completion program for the busy adult, like you.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098. It's time to leap.
For years, people have trusted McKay's Family Mortuary. We're part of your community and we'll take care of the details. We offer a variety of memorial services, including sea scattering and cremation. According to the Federal Trade Commission, the average funeral cost is over $9,000. We have complete funeral chapel service starting at only $31.25, casket included. Direct cremation starting at only $9.95. Visit one of our 5 locations and meet our caring and diverse staff. McKay Family Mortuary. Let us be the shoulder to lean on.
Thanks to Oakwood University and the LEAP program, I have now a college degree. So to the Spanish-speaking members of this community who feel that the LEAP program is something you should consider, I would say, ánimo a la universidad. Considere el programa LEAP de Oakwood University.
Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.
Seize the day scuba for your best scuba experience above and below the sea. You'll find friendly staff, experienced PADI certified instructors, and state-of-the-art scuba equipment and gear. Join our dive club and we'll help you plan memorable scuba excursions. Immerse yourself. Seize the day scuba, serving Southern California. Call 949-220-0500 to create your scuba experience.
When I first started into the program, yes, I had doubts. I was really impressed with Oakwood University, with the faculty and the staff and the student body. It was a really good experience, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who was thinking about going back and finishing their degree.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.